extraordinary chart. Venus conjunct the Sun. First thing I see. You know, what is that? Loving spirit, right? It's also Venus in Pisces, Sun in Pisces. This person could have musical ability or poetic ability or something, because it's very much Piscean energies here with this Pisces and Moon. I mean Venus and Sun. Moon is in Leo. Powerful place for it. Jupiter's rising in the east when this person was born with Mars. Very dynamic personality. Dynamic means Mars, dynamite, explosive, right?
Action.
Action motivated guy or girl. This is woman.
Girl.
And then it's with Jupiter, which is, it gives all that power to Mars to achieve good things and to accomplish things. This is a real go-getter, this person. There's issues. She's got Saturn and Neptune conjunction exactly in the 8th house in Capricorn. Let me see what's going on here. She may have had some kind of legal entanglements that have involved her life. It's involved other people's money or money or fighting over something.
Okay, I will tell you something about this lady. This is a young lady. She might be 25, 34. Pisces, big time addiction. Getting inside of rehab.
Okay, so it's gone that direction. Okay.
Yeah. So already the mind is somewhere else when they start very young with drugs.
Okay, so the positive stuff's not very strong on this guy chart.
So
that's what you're saying.
Drugs now are diminished because the last rehab was, I would say, successful.
All right.
But the girl is delusional.
Okay.
A part of Pisces that is when they leave, for instance, she calls me 10 times a day.
Wow.
And she leaves messages. Via, I saw an angel. And I'm thinking, 25 years old, doesn't have any path in life, and she's looking at the sky all day long. Another girl coming from a very wealthy family.
She should have been successful.
So, is the drug that pushed her down?
Yeah, drugs will do it. Yeah, and that's a Piscean thing. The thing is, I should have grabbed that off, but I didn't see it because I don't see. I mean, if you look at charts, Saturn's in Capricorn. It is with Neptune, which is the delusional side too. This is paranoid delusional. This can be paranoid delusional.
Now, another girl that goes to bed with the first coming out. She doesn't know with whom she was at bed this weekend, but she found a guy in Miami, the port of Miami, in a party. When she woke up, there was another guy next to her. She's telling me this with, without any problem. I'm thinking, she doesn't get any STD, sexual transmitted disease, or what. You see this girl coming. I have a few cases like this. So I told her, you have to take care of yourself. You need to have a feedback of who is in bed with you.
You would hope so, right?
And she's looking at me, like thinking that I am delusional.
Well, there's 3 planets in the house of sex. There's Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, okay? And they're in Capricorn, 12 degrees. So, it is, the affliction is, like, this is not a planet. This is an asteroid. So it's not really 12 and 28, that's 14 degrees. There's almost a square between the Sun and Saturn because there's 14 degrees, and we use 15 degrees with the Sun aspect. So that would bring Venus and the Sun into a wide orb square to Neptune and Saturn, which could account for the sexual stuff.
Sweetheart, there is a yod there.
There's
a Y.
Oh, wait, let's see that. Yod, let me find the yod. 28 Leo to 28. Oh, her moon is in exact yod to her sun, 28 Pisces to 28 Leo. Yeah, that's definitely, and the moon is also 14, and that's 28. Almost opposing the Mercury. It's wide orb again. 12. I only see that yod. I mean, it's not a yod. It's a
I will
When
tell
Kant.
you more. I will tell you
Okay.
more because I have here notes that I took out from the computer.
Okay. Well, you're getting to be a good student. Look at you. I'm proud of you.
I am doing my best. It's not, I don't have time to study. There is a T-square, focal planet Sun.
Okay.
So the T-square
Is the Saturn?
in between three planets or conjunction are in square with another. The Sun represents your will and purpose. Pisces, mutable, they are not telling you exactly here. This is the software. But I don't see I cannot see the yod. And they are not telling you where is the yod.
Let me see it again. Let me get okay. Let's see if we can find the yod. Okay. There's got to be 3 planets to do that, and there's okay. Here's this is too wide of orb. You only use about 2 degrees, sometimes more if it's the sun. But this is Pluto is 1 degree Scorpio. Oh wait, Jupiter is yod here. Okay, so these are yod. This is a yod, and this is a yod. There is one. Well, here it's a perfect yod. Okay, now we're starting to see it. This is really a,
Heavy stuff.
yeah.
Huh?
Now we're getting into it. Yeah, this goes like this
Okay.
to here, and then from here it goes to. Well, no, this is not a planet. 14. See, this is too wide a orb. This is 5 to 14. That's too wide for a yod. So let me see if there's anything else like that.
If you turn this.
When you do your charts, don't put asteroids in. You have a thing you can turn them off
no asteroid.
because they confuse you. See all these things sitting in here you don't even use. So
Very good.
you know when you can set it so it doesn't do that. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. This is that I keep wanting to draw that. That's not that's an asteroid. So 14 Scorpio. You got a nice trine here from Scorpio to Mercury. From here to here, that's a trine. Okay. And then you got nothing going this direction. Let's look over here. 24. See, if it's picking up asteroids, it may be giving you something that's not there. You know, that we wouldn't interpret. And this is 28 Leo. This is a yod. I mean a wide. 28 Leo. It's not a yod though. It's a quintonk. This is exact 150 degrees from here to here. This is 150 degrees. That's a yod. I mean, not a yod. It takes 2 to make a yod.
Okay.
Like
okay.
then we call it
okay.
a yod.
Okay.
So it's a quintonk, 150 degrees. Okay.
So
The sun is afflicting the moon. That's exact by 150 degrees. That means whenever you see that, you know the meaning of that. Moon is soul, spirit is sun. Feelings and will are in war, conflict continually. And in her case, it's in Pisces, so it could be alcohol or drugs, which it turns out it is. And it's also with Venus, which means relationships, is involved in this. Her will and her emotions and her feelings are in great conflict also about relationships, because these are together. Sun and Venus, they're joined. So that brings it into that aspect. You see what I'm saying?
major problems with the mother. The mother is taking care of her inheritance and told her already that she will not inherit it.
Do you remember I said, what did I say about money? As I started to do the chart, I said there's been some kind of conflict about money or wills, legacy. That was what the 8th house matters.
8th house.
Remember I said that
Yes.
something's going on in that house. She's
Yeah.
either had lawsuits or she's had something that's involving a fight over other people's money, which is wills, legacies, and 8th house matters.
Oh, okay.
That's what I saw the first thing I looked at the chart. Remember that?
Okay.
So that fits perfectly what you're
Okay.
describing, you know?
Okay. Now, what is if I have to see this girl, I don't see her getting out of addiction. I see her getting out because they put her in a rehab and
Yeah.
getting in again, out and in again. And there is a mind that is lost. She's just looking for angels, looking at the clouds.
Well, here, by the way, let's look at this too. Her Ascendant, Jupiter, and Mars are all together here. And this is forming a perfect square up here to there. To not a perfect one, but it's there, 14 and 5. It's only, but so Mercury's afflicted from Mars and Jupiter as well. So anyway, what we're seeing here is you notice. Remember, I told you earlier, Mars and Gemini. I said Saturn and Gemini is cursing. Mars and Gemini is an angry mind. Okay. It's somebody that is can be very cursing as well. It's generally it's much more out of anger though. Where Saturn likes to ridicule others and bring them down and make them look bad. You know the word satirical humor, Saturn. You're poking fun at others with humor, with that. That's what Saturn does real well. It's good at poking fun. You know, you get in an argument with somebody, or not so much an argument, but you start trading jabs back and forth with somebody. The person that's got the Saturn strongest is able to bring you down pretty quick, because they're good with that. They're good with their words and Gemini, with that Gemini stuff. So she has Mars and Gemini. She's good. This woman has a good mind. She may have wasted it, but she's got a good mind.
But it's wasted probably through
Yeah.
addiction. Now, something else that is very interesting here, she has a real problem in her feet, like Pisces may have.
Okay.
She was born with a problem in her feet,
Really?
and she needs a surgery. Being a young lady,
Was it, what do you call it, the
bone.
that
The
comes
bone.
out?
Yeah, the bone comes out.
My ex-wife had that,
yeah.
and yeah, she had surgery on it.
So she, at the early age, she will have surgery in a very short time. And something else, she has a learning problem. She doesn't process information.
Which goes against the Mars and Gemini, Mars, Jupiter, and Gemini, which should give her a sharp mind and ability to grasp spiritual things very well, which is Jupiter, by the way. So that's surprising to me, quite frankly. And there is Mars square Mercury though. I was telling you that I was born with Mars square Mercury. If I get angry, I tend to, I don't think very clearly. Anybody that has Mars square Mercury can have mental conflicts when it comes to basic learning. Okay.
She has a problem. You are speaking to her. She looks in your eyes, but she does not understand.
She's not listening.
The mother is paying me to open her mind to some spiritual awareness. And the girl finished listening to me, and she's telling me, I don't know what you said.
Really? Just like
And I am sitting there.
That's
and I'm-
amazing.
What do
All
you
that
mean?
effort for nothing, right?
There is so the mother is paying. I'm trying to bring awareness to this girl, but she's just looking at the sky, looking at the, angels, and she comes and she tells me last night, I had a visit.
From an angel.
Yeah, and then she tells me she was with this guy, with another guy, and the angel came in the middle of the party. Okay.
Well, that's could be Saturn conjunct Neptune in the 8th house, which is the house of sex and all that sensual stuff. But it's also in conjunct Uranus, which is interesting. I'm not sure how to interpret the Uranus there. Uranus with Neptune and Saturn. all together in the sign of Capricorn. And Capricorn is very strong with Saturn in there. Saturn in Capricorn generally,
Give focus.
yeah,
Gives the opposite.
analytical mind. And,
Analytical mind, the focus, the person that
Mhm.
can learn quickly. And I was trying to see her learning problems there. I
Yeah.
don't see them.
but it also is very calculated. You see that? Saturn is calculating. We talk about numbers. Saturn rules time, father time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We say Saturn energy is calculating. When it's in Capricorn, it's very powerful. But it is with Neptune, which is the planet of illusion and illusions, and with Uranus, which is kind of more rebellious. Uranus is the planet of rebellion. It's revolutionary change, but it's also revolutions, rebellion against whatever the status quo is. The fact that it's in the 8th house, her rebelliousness will come in the form of sexual activity. Right?
This is how she
How
can
she-
find the angels, and she gets
And it's funny though,
anyway.
but the illusions of Neptune is in that same conjunction with Saturn, which is sex, right? Uranus, which is friends, and sudden unexpected things. It's funny because all that house, that whole house of sex has got 3 planets in it, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. Uranus is, like I say, is the revolting, revolutionary, the change, gonna rebel.
Very detached Uranus.
That's Uranus.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And especially in the 8th house, they don't need any love. They go for that, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly right. Yeah. I don't know. This is a very complex chart. The reason being is that one wouldn't know right off, maybe. If you look at all these crosses in here and these aspects, there's a lot said. But the first thought you would have with the Jupiter rising, see, the problem with Jupiter in this chart is it's not in Sagittarius. It's in the sign of weakness. It's in the opposite sign. But you remember, if it's in the sign it rules, it's powerful. Put it in the opposite sign, Gemini, instead of Sagittarius, and then you get a weakening of that Jupiter energy.
So maybe this is where she is.
Maybe that's why I gave too much emphasis to Jupiter when I started reading the chart, even though it's rising in the east. Also, do you know if her time is right? Of birth, you think it is?
She was born on the hospital.
It was on her birth certificate then. Okay. At 10 a.m. But see that time? 10 a.m. I mean, it's like 10:15 a.m. To me, I'm always suspect when I see something.
Okay.
Anyway, enough.
French lady.
Okay.
So she lives in Paris.
Okay.